I'm gonna be drawing, or like coloring and drawing this sketch I did earlier. Oh, let me turn on my lights. Let me see, does it look good? Okay, that looks fine. So yeah. There we go. First, let's do some more sketching with this. I always like put their name on my drawings, like with this and this. So I'm gonna do that with his, just up here. Actually, I think it should be like hard lines because he's like intense, exploding, you know what I mean? And then I was thinking I might do like a little exploding type thing going on. Like that. I kind of did something similar in my other sketch book. Let me see if I can grab it. There we go. Where, let me find it. Here. Okay, so I did something similar here with it, with like this background. I'm gonna try doing something kind of similar, except with this drawing. So, oh, I think I'm also gonna light a candle. I don't know if I could show a lighter, so I'll just light it off camera, but just know that's what I'm doing. Okay. Here, I love cameras, honestly. Candles. Okay. So, now let's keep drawing. Let's do like the explosion thing, like I said, you know. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna do it around the lettering, just because I don't feel like it. I feel like it will look better just going around him. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put at the bottom, because, I don't know, it just hasn't came to mind yet, but it doesn't. Do you think it needs something down here? I don't know. Hi, Andres. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go, around the letters. But after this, I think I'm just gonna do some outlining and then use watercolors, because I really like only paint with watercolors. Let me like, there. so I can see the chat. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to go like off camera. Yeah, I don't think I actually need something at the bottom because of the spikes. Oh, shoot. I was thinking I couldn't go out, but then I see over there, so let's fix that. Okay, I'm gonna fix over here and make some of the spikes a little longer, you know. And this one. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that looks good how it is. Yeah, so now I'm gonna use my pen. I use a micron and I use a 0.45 millimeter like tip or whatever. So let's do it. I need to focus with this, so I probably won't be talking. Okay. Oh, I've almost finished the liner. I thought I finished. Hello, Shikami, and hello, Erika. I don't know if either of you are still in, but I'm gonna have to get up soon to get a reference to paint because I kind of forget his colors a tiny bit. I remember his hair color, but like the problem is his like eyes and stuff, you know. So I'm gonna go grab those quickly. Okay, I'm just gonna like my Chromebook. Okay. I'm just gonna like I don't know if it's dead or not, that's a problem. Okay, it's not. I do not have enough space for this. Let's move that way. I can go out of the way too. 1 second, I'm just like cleaning up my desk to make space. My old notebook. Okay, let's get on. Yeah. Okay, let's go with like a, here, I think this was the picture I used as a reference, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was. It's like almost exactly the same. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize he had red eyes. Here, oh, I don't know if I could get it under. Here is my light. It's like, let's turn that off for a second. Here is my reference picture that I'm going to be using for like the colors and everything. Oop. There. Oopsie. Yeah. So I'm going to use my watercolor set. I'll show you that in a second. I use this one for like basic colors, but I have a bigger set for more specific ones. This like big set where it has lots of these colors and then like metallics and stuff like that. I never really use these because I usually draw like characters and stuff like that, but it's nice to have them, you know. So, and then my water is quite crusty. Don't judge me for it. And then I have another water. It's even more crusty, but like, whatever. And then my paintbrush. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one or a different one, like a smaller one. Let me see. Do I have a smaller one? I think I'll use this one maybe, because it's like the same thing except smaller. So I always do. Oh, I forgot to erase the line art. I mean, like the pencil lines. So let's do that. Oh my gosh, I hate like all the stuff that comes off. It's annoying. Anyway, here's it without pencil lines. Oh, I can unzoom. There. Okay. So first, I always do the skin color, but before that, I always like add blush to them. You see how with these, there's like a line of blush. That's just how I do my characters that I draw. So I'm gonna do that quickly because I like it not to be super strong, like how it is when I like put it over the watercolor. And I like to put some on his ears, and then at the jawline like that. So that's how I do the blush, and then I use, let me show you. I use this color right here. It gets a lot like different once you like actually use water with it. It looks a lot different. It's like less orange and stuff like that. Let's see it though. So like, let me show you it on paper. That's what it looks like on paper. It looks a lot more orange, and then it looks even less orange like when it dries and stuff like that. So I just do this all over the face. Oh, it's turning into like a tutorial, but I do this color all over the face. And by the way, I got this watercolor like off, it's like random thing on Amazon because it was cheaper than the rest, and I'm cheap, so let's get more water here. Oh, they're strong. Let's hope it spreads out. Then on his ears, they're not just like pink. And then we have to go down to his body, like his neck and stuff like that. It's looking a teensy bit orange, so I might add some like other skin tone to it. And then I always like take, oh, let me get it. I always take two colors from, because the big one is new, like my new watercolor set. So before I had that for skin color, I always took this brown. By the way, I got this watercolor from Hobby Lobby, if you were wondering. I take this brown and then just mix it with some white to make skin color, like Japanese skin color, I guess. Because I mostly do anime fan art, so this is how I make it. And then I take a little brown and mix it together. And then I got this palette off Dollar Tree, or from Dollar Tree. I feel like it mixed with a separate color, so it looks a little weird, but it adds a little more of a not orangey color to the face. Because the one that came in the kit by itself is a little orange, I won't lie. And then I just like use a toilet paper roll, take a thing off, and then like dab it to make it a little less intense, you know? And so I don't smear any of it when I go on to the next color. And then I just like wipe it up and throw it out. It's the best way I've found to do it, like get rid of the paint that I don't need. Oh, I'm gonna need this again. So now I'm just gonna mix, I'm doing his hair color now. So I'm just gonna mix white with this like yellow over here to get his like, oh, I need to turn up the brightness on my thing. Ooh. 1 second. There we go. Now I can actually see the drawing I'm trying to do. You do white, and then, as I was saying, this color. Well, at least I'd guess, because it seems like I could make that color. It's like a warm undertone, I'd say. So let's do a little brown to go with it. And I feel like that's his Bakugo's hair color, pretty much. So let's try it out on his hair. I like to put like a thing of just like water out so it spreads out and doesn't like waste all of the color that I mixed in one little like dollop, you know. So let's spread it out a little, and then you take a color and just like, yeah, that looks like his hair color, I'd say. Also, I like using watercolor better than regular like acrylic paint and stuff. Because when you mix colors, you don't have to use as much paint. It's just like a lot easier for me because I always like waste like half a gallon paint, like half the bottle of paint to mix a different color because you needed so much to just make like the smallest difference. It was really annoying, honestly. So now I just use watercolor, and I really love it working with it. So I like messed up this color real bad. Let's get more of this yellow. You can't see me mixing, oh my gosh. His like background like hair color is pretty like light brown. So let's just get some brown in there. Mix that together. I feel like it needs more brown. It's like a colder undertone for his like darker colors. So let's do like a little bit of blue, to be honest. I feel like we need some of that just to add a colder undertone instead of warm. I'm no color, like I don't know color theory that much, so I just like do what I think is best to make the color that I see. So I just like kind of go with it till I get the right color, like what I'm doing right now. Then I'm gonna take some brown. Yeah, that was a colder brown. And then let's take a little white and mix it with it, because it's like a lighter. Let's get a little more white. Like that. And I feel like that is the closest I'm gonna get to it, so let's do it. Now I'm just gonna like go in where my reference says to. It's mostly just like the outside of his bangs, really. There's like shadow with every single one, so I don't really have to worry about like placing it in the right place. Just do lines, you know. And then like that. And then we only need this side to be colored. Like that. And not every single one, too. Don't forget about that. I need to do that, too. And that. Y'all, I took a long time to color and stuff like that. Then back here, it's like completely like that. And then let's just do a little shade in right there. I think that looks good. It looks like what the thing says. Now let's just get a thing to wipe up this. I think I need like a whole one. Dang. Okay, and then a separate one to dab. I feel like I could keep this for another color. Yeah, I can. So next, I'm going to do his eyes. They're like a dark red. I feel like I don't really need to work on that too much because they're pretty easy to get. Let's just get some red and then mix it with some black to get the dark red of his eyes. Should be pretty easy. Let's not get too much, just a dab. That looks purple now, so let's get a different red. because I tried using the one in the bigger palette, but those colors always come out like completely different than what they look like. Why does it look purple to me? Like, am I colorblind? I don't think I am, but it looks purple. I don't know. Let's add a little more black. Try to get it to a dark red. Yeah, that literally looks purple to me, but like, let's try it out. See if it looks purple in his eyes. They look red. I don't know. I guess I'm just like colorblind a little. That looks okay. I'm like getting out of the lines, bro. Okay, and then I need a little gray shading, but like light gray, for his eyes. So let's get that done. So like I'm just gonna take some white and then mix it with a little bit of gray, because I didn't get all of the red. Okay. Now we're gonna get a little bit of white and then mix it with some gray to get light gray, and then just like get a little shading on his eyes. Let's go. Can't even see that. I feel like I need a little more gray. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good enough. Gonna wipe off the gray that I made, and then dab, you know what I mean? And then, I forgot. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. And his teeth are like completely white, so I'm good with that. I don't have to fix his mouth or anything. Let's do a little shading with skin color now. Get into that a little bit. So we'll do the skin color and then a little bit of brown, you know, and then a little bit of blue, because like, yeah. Actually, his skin has warmer undertones. Let's do red. Let's go with a little bit of red and then more brown. To get that warmer color. And then we need it to be a little lighter. Actually, do we need it lighter? I don't really think we do. No. We need a little darker. I'm like actually bad at color matching, bro. I don't know how I get it. And then let's put the brown on, because this is like shading, so we need it to be darker than regular like skin tone. I'm gonna go with like this red brown that's on the Hobby Lobby palette. I probably should have gone with that instead of an actual red beforehand. And then we're gonna go with a little bit of yellow, you know. I'm like overthinking this color way too much, I feel like. And then I guess more skin color. Let me see. It's a little bit too red. I know I said I needed a red undertone, but like it's too red. Let's try like adding like a gray, because gray is like cool color, you know what I mean? So let's like add that in. Okay, that's looking better. That definitely helped. That definitely helped. I think that looks good. I think we'll keep that color right here. So we're just gonna do his chin first. And then we have a line like that. And we also have down here. And then under the bangs. There. So I think that's good, but I also like to add some, oh, actually, never mind. There's some shading along the side of his face too. Like that. And then I'm also gonna I'm gonna make it a little lighter, the color. But I like to add some shading under his eyes, because that's just like what I do. Because everybody has eye bags, you know? Even anime characters. So let's do that. And then also I do the nose, like that. Okay, I think that looks good. Don't worry about the nose, by the way, because I add like white gel. I have a white gel pen that I highlight with, so it should spruce it up a little to make it look better. Because I know right now it's looking a little goofy, but I promise you it will get better. And then let's add some shading to the shirt. It's like that. Like that. And then you dab it so it's not too strong. And then back here. And over here. Oof. God, I didn't even know I did that. That's fun. Whatever. And then we're gonna do like a teal color. I'm pretty sure I have that like exact color that's just like by itself. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, it's this one. It's a little too light, so let's like darken it up a little. But it looks like the exact color that I need. To me at least. And then over here there's also like a teal. Which one's more teal? This one's like a dark green, so I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, okay. Now we just need a black to make it darker. Now it's just like green. I need it more blue. Hi, Izzy. Let's get more teal in it. I feel like it needs more of a blue undertone. Like that. Oh, maybe I need this color. Sorry, I'm like talking to myself right now. Here. Mix it with that. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so over here, there's only like, oh. There's only a few spots that we need this teal. It's been like 30 minutes making a color, and then I only need it for like 2 spots of the actual drawing. Ooh, I messed up. whatever. I'll add more liner after this to make up for it. Oh, I really messed up with that. Because the line is supposed to be over here with the color, but I made it down there. Now it looks weird. Yay! Just so happy about that. Okay, now let's go in with the gray of the uniform. That should be easy for me because I already have a gray that I could use. So let's just go in with that quickly. Now let's just like use this, dab the color up because you don't want excess. Do a little more to it now that the water is gone. There we go. Now let's put water over here. Oh, I forgot to do the flaps of the suit last time. This is what call me Lizzie. Still never. Okay, there we go. Now let's add a little gray over here. A little more gray actually, just so it's like more intense. There. Okay. So I'm finished with that. I think I'm finished with him in general. Now I'm just gonna like go in with the background and do that stuff. So I'm gonna do like the yellow lines over here with the black. I mean, not yellow, orange, I'm sorry. Actually it's probably this orange that it's really the match. Okay. Yeah, that matches good. Okay, now that I've finished with the orange, let's like wait for that to dry because we don't want it to smudge. I'm gonna do the Bakugo. I think I'm gonna do like a red for it because the like X on his uniform or like hero costume or whatever is like this red. There, okay. Dang, this orange isn't drying quick, so let's speed up the process. Okay, over. Oh. Now let's do the black inside of the orange. And then I think I'm finished with the coloring, and then I have to do a second layer of line art to make it like thick again. I'm gonna do like an outline because I don't feel like going in all the crevices of his hair because I'm lazy. Oh, whoops. Okay, I finished the paint job. So, I almost forgot. Where is it? Oh my gosh, oh, here. Okay, I'm just gonna put the cover on the watercolors. Ooh. Close up the Chromebook because I don't need a reference anymore. And then, oh, I made it, okay. Put away everything. Now all I have to, well, not all I have to do, but what I have to do is line art and highlighting with my pens because I like to add a second layer of line art. Oh, this is brush pen. Whoops. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour. That's crazy. Let's make sure that doesn't smudge. Ooh, it's a little rough. It's kind of hard at that angle. I was trying to not smudge the black, but it looks good now, so. One second. Just gonna have a drink. Oh, I forgot to do the buttons. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do buttons on a shirt. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Let's do that quickly. Just like with a random yellow. Kind of bright. Let's. There we go. Fixed. Whew. It's almost bad. Yeah, well, I know this chair's in a way, but like, I can't do anything about it. Hi, I don't know how to say your name, or how to say your username, sorry. Okay, now I'm just gonna finish the line art. Okay, now I just have to do outline. Oh, I actually used watercolor. I mixed like all different like colors together, but I mostly just used this brown and then mixed it with white to get the skin tone. And then under for the blush, I used these markers I got from Michael's for like the little blush that I put on him. I think I'm gonna use a different marker actually for this outline. I think I might use a brush pen just to like give it some intense lining, you know? Oop, I kind of messed up with that. But like, whatever. The background doesn't have to look perfect. I might just go with that, like the rough outlining like that, and then let's do the same thing with this. I feel like it just matches his vibe, I feel like. I'm also like too lazy to make tense lines with a regular pen, but we're not going to talk about that. There. Okay, so I am finished with my drawing. Now I'm just gonna add highlights with this gel pen. It's like size 10, I don't know, but I got it from maybe no, it wasn't Hobby Lobby. I think it might have. No, it was Hobby Lobby, never mind. Yeah, I got this marker, this gel pen from Hobby Lobby, and I just use it on the eyes and the nose mainly, just like to do little highlights. Ooh, I messed up this. redo it. And then I'll add like a little highlight here or something like that. Ooh, I think I messed up on this. There, that's good enough. And then I add my signature and I'm basically finished. I add like a layer. Oh, let's use a different marker. That one's like dead. Ooh. This one's also kind of dead. There, that's good enough. Oh, I also add the date at the bottom. Today's the 19th, yes. 6, 19, 25. There. And then I add a layer of Mod Podge over it. And I just use like a little palette from Dollar Tree. Just to like preserve it, you know. Use this one. I haven't used this brush yet, but it looks pretty nice. Let's get a little more time. So now I'm just gonna use this top coat to finish it off. I also try to like use the brush strokes going all the same way. Also, if anything starts to smudge, I always just like, you have to really be careful with these because some of the markers I use randomly like smudge for no reason, and it's so annoying because it ruins like the whole thing. I could show you like an example with it, like with his, look at how the marker is smudged up here. It was really annoying, but it's fine. I think I'll live. How many lives do you have? Just fucking never. See how it's like smudging here? Ooh. You really gotta be careful with that. You have to take a lot more and just lay it on thick, you know? So that you don't really have to touch the paper that much. I don't know. That's just like my strategy to try to get stuff to not smudge. Then you have to spread it out more. I don't really know. And up here. Yeah, I agree, it does smudge. Well, it depends on the art supplies you use because it doesn't usually it doesn't smudge watercolor. That's also another reason I use it. But, the like markers that I use sometimes do smudge a little from like the outlining and stuff. Like right there, like it got all smudgy. Olive. And it also looks kind of weird once you put it on because it will like make everything look like really white, but it should go down after a little while once it dries. Because I do this with every single one of my drawings in this book. So like with this, there's Mod Podge. It just makes it like the drawings better, I feel like. Just to add a layer of protection, you know what I mean? Yeah. Really? Okay. Should probably test that. I have alcohol markers, but a lot of them are dried out, so I never really use them. I'm not sure if these like markers that I have are water-based. Yeah, these are water-based, and they don't seem to smudge. So I guess I feel like it just depends on the brand. And it also could just be that since it's underwater color, it doesn't smudge as much. I'm not really sure. I should probably do a test like you. That might help me out. Also forgot to add a page number. This is page 17. Okay. Let's get that down quickly. There, and then I'll just put the 18 here too. There. Okay, so here is the finished product. I think it turned out honestly really good. I need to leave my book open for a little while to let it like dry. It's pretty much dry, but it does like get all sticky sometimes. But I mean, I could do a flip through because like why not? So like here's the front of my sketchbook. Just like lots of JJK stickers because it's like my favorite. Then like a little meet the artist thing. I have like a character list that for like random characters I might draw. So first page we've got Hinata. I really love this drawing. Then we're gonna skip these two because I absolutely like hate them. Then we have My Hairy Toes, aka Mahito. I like hate him, but his character design is good, so I decided to draw him. Then we have Luffy. I love One Piece, but I'm only on like the 300th something episode, so I have a long way to go still with it. Then we have Sonami from Demon Slayer. I like this page. Then we have Shoto. Then we have an OC. I don't really like that one, so I'm not going to show it that much. Then we have Nezuko. I like how this one came out. Then we have like a little thing. And, yeah, okay. Then we have like an OC again. I'm not sure about that one. Then we have Zora. I really like this page. I think I did good with the line art. Like really makes it look better. Then we have Kageyama from Haikyuu. Honestly, I love this page except for this smudge. It ruined like the whole page for me and it's so annoying. But whatever. Then we have Killua. I had to put Killua and Gon together because like obviously. So here we have like a little sketch of him being silly and him. I know they look like two separate art styles. That's just because one's like really small, so it's kind of harder to draw. And like same thing with this one. It looks like completely different, but I promise like I drew both of these. I like this. I like Killua better as a character, but I like this Gon drawing better. Honestly, I think it turned out better. And then we have another one of him being like silly, whatever. Then we have the drawing, or the sketch I just did, which I really love this one, honestly. I think it turned out really good. I'm proud of it. I really like the line art. I feel like the intense line art looks so much better than like the thin line art, because this has thin line art and I kind of like don't like it. And this, like the ones I like have thicker line art, like these and this one and these two, you know, they have thicker line art. So I feel like that's just the type of style I like. So yeah, I'm finished with my drawing, so I think I'm gonna go. But thank y'all for like stopping in, and yeah, here's the finished product. And yeah, I'm done. So, oh, did I miss a spot with the mop up? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so bye. I'm gonna go.